Hello, I'm Hamilton, and I'm currently standing on the outskirts of a weed field in Swaziland, and I'm holding in my hand a plastic bag full of Swazi Gold nugs, and I'm grateful to be here. Very grateful to be here.
With a temperate climate, majestic waterfalls, and an abundance of playful monkeys, the Kingdom of Swaziland would appear to be heaven on earth. Yet Swaziland has the highest prevalence of HIV in the world, and only one doctor for every 6,000 people. Ruled by King Mswati III, sub-Saharan Africa's last absolute monarch, the citizens of Swaziland are taunted by the king's $200 million bank account and numerous palaces occupied by his 15 wives. Although over 2/3 of the population lives under the poverty line, King Mswati taxes the meager income Swazi farmers earn from their crops. But one crop remains exempt because it was never approved. Swazi Gold is a pure sativa strain that is said to take 6 months to mature and can grow over 10 feet in height. Additionally, the plants are rumored to be completely devoid of the cannabinoid CBD, but I wanted to test this for myself, so I began collecting samples for analysis. Contrary to the popular image of cannabis growers as stoners and hippies, the growers of Swaziland are predominantly drug-naive grandmothers who grow the plant out of pure economic necessity. I had read in books that cannabis has a distinctive odor and appearance, but nothing could have prepared me for my first time seeing the plant that drug users refer to as pot.
Nibantwana esikolweni baqoshwa. Ngaqala ke ngabona kumakhelwane babaleka baphumelela. Nami sengiyeda ke ngidongisa sengibhace nami la ngibhaca khona ke sengiyalima ke. Ngibona ngalo angithi lesi loboya baso kumhlophe lo. Lesi lubuya babo sebufom. Nala sandleni lesi sesiqinile. Lesi siyathamba. Ngisivo siyase siyaqina. Ngicale ngisihluthe lokho. Suse lokho bese ngiyafika ekhaya.
In Swaziland, cannabis is not measured by weight, but by volume, and the grandmother brought me a decaliter sack of her most resinous nugs.
Lokho sidlabe kunale tinhlavu phasi nguthinside bese ke kuphuma le tinhlavu. Le tinhlavu leti ngile ngitihlanyela, le ngitikhokha la.
I guess this is enough. Very good. Onward.
So this area here in Peaks Peak, they produce the best ganja in the world. They've got money from ganja, they do everything just because the system of government is fucked, you know. The people who mostly benefit from government are the people from the royal families or the friends of the king. This system is a system of oppression, right?
Kude msebendi, kude mali, kude ngiko izama ngalokuthi singakhoni kuropa abantu. Yeah. Then house ngiyakile ngayo. Ngiyaphila ngodla ifamily ngakho. Okay, bona. Konke yakwenza ngakho.
With the country in fiscal crisis and its former wood pulp and mining industries exhausting the last of Swaziland's natural resources, Dr. Dlamini has one of few remaining solutions to attract foreign investors and protect the country from economic collapse.
We've been spending the last 2 days traveling around, visiting different farmers and talking to them about how they feel about cannabis legalization and things like that. And a lot of them are actually against it. They don't want it to be legal because they'll make less money.
I've encountered those problems. Only the evil ones who are happy with that situation. Those who wanted to profit by themselves, because they are the only ones who have the guts to go out there and break the law.
Yes.
But all the law-abiding persons, they don't have the opportunity to grow cannabis. Now we want to remove the law so that everyone can have the opportunity to grow it if he wants to.
Ngiqala kuyenda inkinga yami kwase kuba ngilokuthi bengithi nami ngawuthola bese ngiyathengisa. Inkinga yami ukuthi vele ngiyibona la banako. Ngivama kuphila ngihambe ngocela swayi. Ngicela elikhandlela. Ngicela emejiso. Ngithi mhlambe nami nangalima ngase ngiphumule lokhu. Cela jaliswa kuhlupha ngoba nako ukubona nje umuntu okulima la ekhathi ehlasini lemnyama ngengogo nekwesaba ngesaba into lengiyisaba kakhulu ngoba into yabophana angithandi vele nabasi nje namaphoyisa ngimweqala ukubaleka ngekuthi ngoja ngidele ngakudla ngiyanceda nasekufikela abangayithenga ngoba kuyendeka ukulima ungogo kanje kuthi abathenga kude inhle
kanjani yini uyenza ukuthi ibe inhle
akufanani kona kumilela kuvunza vunze khona lokho lesihlahla similela ngathi kuvunzile leso.
We got two types of growers in Swaziland. Some of the growers are under commission by some of the European consumers of cannabis. When it's ready, those people who wanted it come and pick it up. Then there is somebody else who sees me being prosperous because of growing cannabis. And then he says, oh, he's growing cannabis and he's getting so much money and whatnot. So let me do the same. And he does it, he doesn't have the market. So once he has the cannabis in his house, he doesn't know what to do with it. Those are the people who are in trouble, because they have no market. They don't know what to do with the thing. Then they bring it here.
Dr. Ben Dlamini introduced me to his Rastafarian colleague, an expert on the history of Swazi Gold.
Yeah, now most of the guys who buy it, they are middlemen, you know, to go add value and sell in the South African market. Yet back in the day, it was the white guys who used to buy it and then ship it. The white guys now, who still have contact with the farmers, have brought back good seed. But it's a selected few, it's just a tiny drop out of the farmers who can grow high grade.
The market is no longer dominated by the original 6-month Swazi Gold, and there is now a demand for fast-growing hybrids imported from Europe.
Back in the day, there was none such. It was all Swazi Gold. There were no different categories. This is blueberry, this is cheese, this is what, this is what. Yeah. 2/3 of the marijuana came from Pig's Peak. That's where it originates. And it was the best farming area in Swaziland is Pig's Peak.
We went into town to see if the Swazi product was being sold locally or if it was solely intended for export.
Some of these guys, obviously, they go to the farms, the middlemen, that is. They go to the farms and rob the poor farmers of their produce to go sell. Because it's money, it's valuable, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they take the weed and come sell in town, sell to the middlemen who will add value and go sell wherever we've got their markets.
Africa produces more cannabis than any other continent in the world. And Swaziland, despite its small size, dedicates more hectares of land to cannabis cultivation than all of India.
See, like, to be a Rasta, it doesn't mean that you must have dreadlocks. Yeah. To be a Rasta, you need to have a heart.
So you don't think I'm a Rasta?
You can be a Rasta. You are a Rasta.
I am a Rasta.
Yes. There's no need to a color to be a Rasta, no.
Good, I like that.
One interesting thing about cannabis growers in Swaziland is they never get high on their own supply.
Ngiye ngivinde makuthi ngiyasebenta bese ngiyanukuta kuphela hayi kuyisemntonyeni.
Angizange sengizame insangu netshwala nakwemagani kwehlahla zange kwangehlula nibhiya kuyangihlula kude lengase ngakunatha empilweni yami.
If we sukela so wesimmoke hayi ingqondo ya.
When I'm walking in Swaziland, I meet the policemen. They tell me that what I'm promoting the growing of cannabis means that a lot of people will get mad. There are a lot of people in the psychiatric center. They are there because of cannabis. And of course, I told them that's rubbish, first-class rubbish. The ignorance we have is causing us to suffer. And many people are dying because of ignorance. Because they've been told that cannabis is dangerous for you, never touch it.
Yes.
So they lose the opportunity of getting a better life. Because your ancestors in the past used cannabis, your body knows that there's the best thing I need on earth is cannabis. And it looks for it.
Hello. Here comes the sack.
And a bag like this, how much can you sell for?
15,000.
15,000?
Yeah.
15,000 rands.
It seems much more expensive than other bags.
Yeah, it's a big one, eh?
Why is this so much more expensive than the other Swazi Gold that we've seen in the past?
Okay.
Unayo yonke lama mineral ayo.
Okay.
Nje uma uyifaka phansi iba nayo mafutha kakhulu.
Okay.
Ibe na kiki.
Sharp.
Farmers report the iron-rich soil is ideal for growing cannabis without the use of synthetic fertilizers.
So sayithatha uyilima South Africa ayibi so.
Yes.
Ayilima Botswana ayibi so.
But Swaziland
Swaziland is the best.
Yeah. How much you want for that?
100 rand ile.
I could tell the farmers were giving me a good deal because they laughed hysterically as they stated the price.
It's ready to smoke? So you throw the seeds when you're done with them down on the mountain and these just grow wildly? It's very good.
I think it's our soil. Our soil is very rich, you see, because you can grow it anyway. You don't have to prepare the soil and, you know, like the modern way to farm marijuana is to prepare proper soil, you know what I'm saying? You have to buy soil.
Yeah.
But in the rural areas, you don't have to buy soil. You can just come and put seed here to grow. In this normal earth, in this normal soil, you see it grows like nobody's business.
Unlike the other Swazi farmers, this one seemed to have something he wanted to hide.
That's your question.
My first name is Hamilton, yes.
And why you want this speech about the Dacha?
In New York, there's nothing like this. It doesn't exist in the same way that it exists here. So we want to be able to show people that there's a part of Africa where people grow giant daga plants.
But did you know this is not have a permission in Africa for doing this?
Yes. Yes.
Did you know that?
We did know that, yes.
Okay, man.
You're supposed to talk to me before.
Man, that's
why you couldn't sing
What they're laughing about.
After the argument had ended, I soon saw why the farmer was nervous about outsiders looking at his crop.
Was this just picked today?
Yes. And the others is there. You see now that people is...
Oh, yes.
Even the small plots that Swazi farmers distribute throughout the hills can yield several burlap sacks of nugs each season.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is by far the most weed I've ever seen in my life. By far. The quantity of weed we just saw was by a very large margin the most weed I've ever seen in my life. It was certainly enough to fill at least 4 standard-sized bathtubs.